CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Chicken. I'm your host, The Chicken, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what happened with Clash Heroes. So, you guys are sleeping under a rock and you have not paid attention the last few days. Supercell did come out and announce that Clash Heroes is dead and becoming Project Rise. So, essentially what Project Rise is, and my guess is they're going to change this name at some point. Project Rise seems like a pretty bad name for a game. I think they're just calling this, the project of them working on Clash Heroes. But it's essentially Clash Heroes and it's just reskinned. So what that means is it's essentially the same game. It's just going to look a little bit different and, it's going to function instead of a single player roguelike. It's going to be multiplayer, which I think is really cool. So let's go through this article, and this will kind of catch anybody up that, missed the initial info, or maybe we can expand on this a little bit. You guys want to stay up to date on everything Project Rise / Clash Heroes, this is the channel to do it. We're going to be covering this game, 3 to 4 times a week, and until it's released. And yeah, so we're going to be going all in on this game right here. We are tier 3 Supercell, so we can give you updates and sneak peeks and all that good stuff. So if you want to stay up to date, make sure you subscribe. So Supercell has a new game on the way and have taken to Twitter and YouTube with new accounts to announce its imminent arrival. On board, you'll find a new trailer that explains more about the game and its familiar origins. So this is the video, the announcement video that we've already made multiple videos on, where the game came out, the official announcement, all that stuff. Best of all, recognizing the brutal way in which the company loves to ditch failed ideas for in-progress games, the new project's trailer pokes fun at their reputation, beginning with the corpses of Clash Mini and Clash Quest being buried on a hill, already containing the graves of Gunshine, Heyday Pop, Magic, Battle Buddies, and more. Some of those I'm not actually familiar with. I think they might have screwed up those names in the article. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, it was definitely funny how they made like a show out of how they killed the other games, and then he's like, oh well, it's time to kill Clash Heroes too. He's like, oh really? So from the ashes of greatness, the video features Julian Lacadra, who is this dude over here on the left. The game lead on what's now known as Project Rise, being grilled on what's happening by the project's community manager Frame, who's on the right side with the shocked kind of chicken face and the shovel. And here's the short version of what's going on. So Clash Heroes is dead, explains the game dev, Julian. That's the bad news. The good news is the Project Rise is still a Clash game, and the better news is it's now a multiplayer action-focused RPG. So I felt like this is kind of a weird way to announce it, because there's a lot of hype behind Clash Heroes. Like, a lot of people are excited for this game, myself included. As a content creator and as a player, both. It always looked awesome. That being said, I just feel like it was kind of a strange move to say, like, hey, we're killing this one and making a new one. Because, number one, I would have kept the Clash Heroes title because it had a lot of hype. I understand that it's been, too long for people to wait for news on Clash Heroes, so maybe that's why they wanted to go with the rebrand. But yeah, I don't know why they would shift away, the hype that was there for, because everyone was really excited for Clash Heroes. And that beta would have been, it would have exploded, I think, with people just wanting to play it and wanting to try it. So kind of an odd move to say that it's dead, because it's essentially not. Like, that's the good thing, is it's essentially the same game from what we've seen, in the little background snippets of gameplay. So kind of an odd way to frame it. Play on play there. Frames the community manager. So Clash Heroes is dead. That's the bad news. Good news is Project Rise is still the Clash game. Better now, it's a multiplayer action-focused RPG. So built from the ground up as a social action RPG roguelite, Project Rise isn't Clash Heroes, but it is set in the Clash universe. The game shares art style and assets from Clash Heroes, but everything else was built from scratch, assures the game dev Lacadra. With the most obvious difference being that while Clash Heroes was strictly single player, Project Rise has been built with multiplayer first. Now, rather than taking on dungeons solo in strict PvE, which means player versus computer, so you're not playing against anybody else online, rather than that type of gameplay, players team up with 2 other team members to explore a mysterious place known as the Tower. Each session takes place on a different floor of the tower, with teams trying to get as high as they can. That's cool. I didn't know that. and it's coming soon. The game will enter a pre-alpha playtest period soon in early July, and you can sign up to take part of it, which is really cool. So if you guys haven't done that already, check back the other videos to see how to sign up. So this is interesting. This I actually didn't know about. This is new info. Now, this is just an article from Pocket Gamer. I decided to go with the Pocket Gamer article for this video because I found they've been fairly credible in the past. So, I mean, I'm just saying that to just take it with a grain of salt. This may be valid. This may not be valid. They also had like 2 or 3 typos that I noticed in this article, which is kind of strange. But anyways, yeah. So, shares art style and Clash Heroes. Most difference being it's not PvE. So the interesting thing... from the Ashes of Greatness. Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. The text I'm reading is a little bit higher up. So players team with 2 other team members to explore a mysterious place known only as the Tower. So that's interesting. What could the Tower be in Clash Heroes? Basically, it sounds like it's like a dungeon crawler. You know those games where it's like you got 100 levels and it's like you go from one floor to the next floor to the next floor, like kind of like Binding of Isaac, I guess, if you guys have played that one, where it's like, you know, everything's kind of, which would make sense. I was hoping for more of like an overworld that we could interact with, like, just comes to mind because I'm playing it, Tears of the Kingdom, obviously not, you know, like that open, but you know what I mean, where you could have like certain hubs where you interact with, like there'd be like a community center you go to and to upgrade your stuff and then go out and it's like, you know, separate worlds that you go and explore. The dungeon crawler mode could still be really cool, especially if the gameplay really works. Then I find that works well for that type of genre. You know, if the gameplay is really fun and you just want to fight and, you know, upgrade your stuff, you know, that could work really well. So that's my guess anyways of what the Tower could mean. And it says after... each session takes place on a different floor of the tower with teams trying to get as high as they can. So I'm not sure exactly how that would play out because it seems like it would get pretty stale pretty quickly with everyone just going up the same tower and then there's just like a leaderboard for whoever gets to the highest point is kind of strange. I don't know what, you know, for a mobile game, it's like you want to log in and do your daily stuff, right? That's kind of the big appeal with, you know, players logging in all the time and seeing the shop offers and that kind of stuff. Just talking about like in terms of health for the game, longevity. I don't know how that would translate into what this is talking about here. But again, this could be totally, you know, this could be totally something else. So I don't want to draw too much info on that. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys would think. What would you guys think if Project Rise ended up being like a dungeon crawler kind of thing? Do you think that would work? And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you not agree, but do you like what this article is saying, that direction of the game, or did you have a different view on things? So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Again, like I said, make sure you subscribe to this channel. You want to stay up to date on everything Clash Heroes / Project Rise. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.